Please all rise for playing the national anthem.
All right. Hello and welcome to this Friday night matchup as Old Conley, the Cougars, looking to bring up another home victory. This time trying to bring them down will be the South Shore Vikings in the green and gold, your Cougars in the white and maroon trim. Eli Medeiros here, joined by David Montero. We got a big matchup with big players, and that includes big number 24.
That's right, Eli. Max Finney had a game last week. We saw him advance the Cougars to 6-0 on the season. Obviously 2 more wins since then, but he does it all. He gets rebounds, he shoots from range, he gets in the paint, offensive boards, putting them back up. He's an all-around great player, doing it all, leading this group of Cougars on their way so far 8-0, looking to go 9-0 today against the Vikings of South Shore. It's gonna be a good one.
So the tip-off between both teams, number 24 will be the Vikings, taking the first jump ball. Starting it up the court with 14, Todd Egan. To the right side of the arc. Get it shuffled away. Move back into his hands on the left-hand side. Pass it inside. A little bit of a mistouch and a turnover. The intended pass. Now moving it forward. Trying to get into the inside. That one taken away. The Vikings. A little bit of a miscommunication, but were able to bounce back and create a steal of their own. Mid-range shot off the backboard. Rebound to the Cougars. Here comes the big 24 driving in. And not going to get the roll. It's going to be Max Finney, a name that we'll probably called numerous times today. Klein works it to his corresponding guard. Looks the inside. That one stolen away. Moving up the court with speed. And a reach and called. Turnover. Change of pace there by the Cougars. Stopped any damage being pushed as the Vikings number 14. That being Todd Egan. So the inbound on the right side of the court.
Yeah, the Cougars love to play defense. You're going to see a lot of turnovers today. They get all over it.
This one moving up the court, up the steal. Carini trying to stop. That being Egan. Mad Max 24 for the pass to the outside of the 3-ball. Going wide, 6:30 in the quarter. Yet to see a basket. So it has been a defensive battle, a couple of steals from both sides. Looking around, gets poked, and that's another steal for the Cougars. Moving it up the court. Trying to get out of that corner, trying to rate a pass on the inside. Was number 24, Max Finney. His inside support losing the ball, and now it's South Shore as the Vikings look to inbound this one. A deep pass there. Hawkins works it around to the left-hand side. Looking for a drive. Scoots around. And the first basket going to the Vikings' very own Tyler Carini.
So far, a slow start from Old Colony. Usually they were getting out in front by a lot, double digits early in the first quarter, first half. We're not seeing that so far. They got to get some tempo going.
Well, they're going to call a travel against the Cougars there. Trying to create and open up some space with Smiley. Unfortunately ends in favor of the Vikings. They'll have their guards sliding up the court, trying to get one drive. And another travel, this time on the Vikings. That on number 5, Tyler Klein of the green and gold. The inbound started by the Cougars. Casey looks around. Three-point shot is up, and it's good. Number 10, LaFountain.
Yeah, Old Colony needed that one to get going there. They like to shoot from 3. They can get hot, so it's just a matter of how hot can they get and how soon.
Called on Max Finney that time of the Cougars. The inbound by Klein. Deep pass. To Egan. Just holding possession outside the arc as the Vikings try pushed in. Not getting the basket or the foul, but the rebound stays. Turns over with South Shore for a quick moment, but Max Finney is able to get it back for the Cougars. Looks to this corner. Goes back. So Max Finney working around, looking for Smiley. Corner shot. Just hitting the near rim. And jump ball called. And it's going to be in favor of the Cougars.
A lot of tight defense being played by both teams so far. This is a high-tempo game, and for the opposing team coming in, the Vikings, everyone wants to be the team to knock off that undefeated beast juggernaut of a program over at Old Colony, the reigning conference champs. So let's see if they can stick to this defense.
So a quick working offense of South Shore ends in a turnover. Now the attacking half of the court. A drive there. It is called on the floor before the shot is off. So it looked like potential attempt at a and one by LaFountain. We'll take a quick breather. 4:09 left, still just 3-2 in favor of the Cougars. A 1-point game with half of the first quarter completed inside. Trying to rip it away, jump ball called. In reverse, and now it will be in favor of the Vikings.
Vikings out-muscling the Cougars on multiple occasions now. Looking like they want it more.
Quick drive, hard off the glass. Ends in a rebound for the Cougars. Quickly up the court and swiftly go for a corner pass. Driving back outside, working around. Max Finney losing the ball there. Driving quickly and blocked off the backboard. The rebound staying with South Shore. Another on the floor. What a chase down by the big 2-3. Big play there for the Cougars.
It was a block party last time we were here at the Cougar cage, and Old Colony picking up right where they left off. Great hustle running down the floor and sending that one back.
So a timeout called, 3:37. It's been one basket each. What do these teams got to do, David, to turn that around and take what they would expect as a good run?
Yeah, it's been a slow start so far. You know, I think a lot of people anticipating the Cougars to be way out in front. Obviously, South Shore coming in with low par record, 1-7 on the year. But right now, the South Shore Vikings they're playing with the physicality that Old Colony does not like. And I think that they're matching their defensive energy. We know the Cougars can get out on that fast break, and I think right now they're doing a good job of slowing down Max Finney. Last week, we saw Max Finney on the fast break a bunch of times with the drive, and they're not letting him get out in front. They're causing him to make the wrong play and turn the ball over. And if they can continue to do that, obviously they need some offensive output, but it's going to be a close one if they can keep this up.
Inbound started by the Cougars, able to create and generate some offensive points. 3-point baskets, all they have to show so far. First steal there was Egan. Unfortunately, it stays with the Cougars as it trails out of bounds. So, working around, quick 1-2 passes, and a nice floating layup for the Cougars. Take a 3-point lead. Driving quickly is Klein. And around, his floater. Long off the backboard and in. Trying to stay within close quarters against this Cougar side. Around McPhinney. Around Smiley. Looks back to Finney. He looks for a corner pass. An inside one. Ends up into Finney's hands. The mid-range jumper, no good, and a rebound by Klein. Klein trying to slow down play here for South Shore. Trying to take the speed away from the Cougars. Forward their momentum. Driving in, look for a floater. Also a little bit of that. Tip pass, driving in. And a left-handed finish, no good. Emptied by Carini. Trying to create some offense there. This one's going to be called for a blocking. Klein wanted to try to attempt to take the charge. Will be subbed out of here as Hawkins comes in for the Vikings. So 2:19 to play in this first quarter. Not what many would expect. Working around the arc. That's a point shot. Quick pass. Smiley passes it off. 3-point shot's good. The Cougars hit the three. South Shore trying.
Cougars can get hot from three. We see it there, and Max Finney with the steal. Great play.
Another steal there by the Cougars. Max Finney passes to the corner. Pump fake. Now working on the inside, trying to swivel away from pressure. And getting fouled on the way up. And it's a trip to the line for Old Conley. So first free throw attempts of this game will go to the maroon and gold of Old Colony.
We saw a lot of and-one opportunities from big number 23 last week, and he's looking to do that again this week here. You know, get those offensive rebounds, bang some heads in the paint, and do some damage on the inside.
Second free throw not going. South Shore picking up the rebound. Starting the attack will be Carini. Trying to jam his way from the guard. Trying to get away and gets a foul on the floor, and now will be South Shore, who will be stepping up to the line for the first time tonight, that being number 12, Carini.
And if you're South Shore, you gotta get to the line today. Obviously, they've tried to get inside to the paint and get those easy baskets a few times, but they've been sent away, either missed shots or block shots so far by the big height of the Cougars. I think you definitely have to continue to get to the line here throughout this game if you want to stay in it.
Second free throw attempt by Carini. Bounces off the rim and goes. It's a 3-point lead that separates the Cougars from the traveling Vikings. There's that one. Mid-range shot, good by Smiley. The pressure coming from the Cougars. Around for some options. Top of the key Directing traffic is going to be Carini. Looks to Hawkins. Great pressure there by the Cougars. Trying to eliminate any attempt of scoring in this last minute. Trying to get the mid-range jumper off, and the foul, but no good, goes out of bounds. And an inbound by Smiley will be the next course of action. It hasn't been the highest scoring first quarter, but the pressure on both defensive sides have been there.
Certainly. Yeah, I think Old Colony would have liked to convert a lot more chances that they've had so far, but obviously the frustrating defense, as we see a big score there for the Cougars, the frustrating defense of South Shore has really caused some problems leading to this low-scoring first quarter.
21 seconds remaining in the first quarter, driving in. And won't get the roll. Rebound to the Cougars, moving up quickly. Across the arc. Finney driving, floats it. Catches the near side rim, gets his own rebound. Reed trying to guard him. And Mad Max ends the quarter with a big basket as the Cougars lead 15-6. So finally looking to increase the scoring sheet has been the Cougars in these last couple of minutes. Not the case early on. If you're the traveling Vikings, how do you get back to that momentum shifting silence?
I think you got to continue to do what you did, I want to say, the first 6 minutes of that first quarter. Low-scoring game. You're causing havoc on the inside. You're getting defensive rebounds, not letting Max Finney out-rebound you on the offensive end. And you're causing havoc on the outside, not letting them get good shots off. You got to continue to do that if you're South Shore and you want to stay in this game here. Obviously, we know the kind of runs the Cougars can go on. They can score at will. If you want to stay in this game, you got to get to the free throw line, and you got to continue to frustrate this offense. Max Finney with a very low-scoring first quarter. I think that was his first points of the game, actually, that last buzzer-beating mid-range jumper there. You got to continue to isolate him. He's going to be what this Cougar offense goes through here. It all comes down to him and shutting him down, starting with that.
So the start of the second quarter, final quarter before the half. In 8 minutes will begin an inbound pass to Dacey. So only one individual trip for each team to the free throw line, but definitely a lot of attempts to try to get to the paint. Working around outside the arc. A little bit of a mishandle, but brought back is Dacey. Looking around, his guard corresponding. Takes the first shot, puts up the second three, hits the backboard, no good. Trying to get the rebound there was Finney. Fast pace moving by South Shore to get this into the Cougars half. Trying to get away from pressure. Here's Egan. Shot called off. The travel against South Shore. Possession returns to the Cougars.
South Shore didn't make a lot of mistakes in that first quarter. Obviously, a couple missed shots here and there, but they got to limit those unforced errors in this second quarter and moving forward to get back in this game.
Smiley looks to a pass to the corner. It looked like Finney was trying to get a foul called, but just ultimately ends up with the ball sliding out of play and in favor of South Shore. So Klein will be the one inbounding this pass. Egan looking to try to get it started alongside number 5. Stolen quickly. And good read by the Cougars. There's another steal there. Trying to go across the court. Back and forth was the two Viking guards.
That's the effect to that full court press.
Klein trying to get away from this pressure. Tries to pass it inside to McDonald. But it doesn't take no deflection against the Cougars, so we'll stay with Old Colony. Moving up the court, sliding to the left. In the corner is Finney. Distribution across the arc. A little bit of a mishandle there. jump ball called. We'll see what favor this goes. It will go in favor of South Shore. So the green and gold looking to generate some offense. Another attempt at the cross-court passing between Egan and Klein, almost ending in a steal and basket.
Full court press is really causing havoc for the Vikings here. A couple turnovers, deflections.
Again, fall in, gets to the line. For his first trip, Egan, number 14. So, like stated before, that full court press has been providing issues in these first 2 quarters tremendously for the Vikings.
100%, yeah, it's a lot of turnovers so far, deflections. Max Finney seems like he's getting his hands on the ball every time they do that. I'll tell you what, as we see a timeout there by the Vikings, I'll tell you what though, and 1 opportunities, 3-point plays. That's how you get back in the game against this strong Cougar team. Obviously, they're very good when they have a lead. If you want to get back in it, you're gonna have to fight back 1 play at a time.
So following the trip to the line for Egan and the Vikings, in this game 17-9. Timeout was called by the Cougars, so we'll see what coach experiments with next. His defense, surely, as stated before by David, it's been a crucial part this season and surely this game.
Yeah, it was really, I mean, last time we were here, we saw a massive first half offensive performance by the Cougars, just turnover after turnover by the opposing team, causing them to get so many easy fast break points, 3-pointers, a couple buzzer beaters. It set them up for a massive 30-point blowout performance. Right now, South Shore, despite the record, playing much better than what their record shows, staying in this game and not letting the Cougars really get ahead by too much. Still an 8-point game here. Got to just take it 1 play at a time.
6:20 was the start period. A corner 3 spins away from the basket for Finney. Quickly moving on the court was Klein, but they're going to call a reach by Finney. So Klein was trying to generate some offense. Hit the double-digit mark. Inbound looking to be started by Carini to Klein. Quickly moving down the court. Floats one. It's the back of the rim and rebound to the Cougars. Moving up the right side. Across the court. Couple of passes. Leah back in possession. Let's go underneath. Trying to find some option in the paint. The pump fake. Those got the Vikings, but a rebound still ends up with the Cougars. Battle continuing on the outside of the arc for rebound. And they're going to call a travel on the Cougars. So attempt to try to get the inside pass off a deflection. Ends up with a turnover.
Yeah, a couple mistakes in a row by the Cougars here. Giving a little momentum back to South Shore, but the key thing here is they have to convert on these offensive chances.
So full court press continuing, but Klein's able to get away from it. Losing his footing there. Look for a jump ball, and it's going to stay against him. The Cougars will get the ball off the jump ball call. So Klein quickly
got to control the ball there. Yeah. Can't let it just get on the ground, and that's when turnovers happen, jump balls happen, you know.
So Klein voicing his frustration. Leah working around his options. Cross the court pass. That's a great, just facilitating passes across 4 individuals. And the 3's good. A left-handed shot by Malia.
Wow.
Luke. Malia gets his 3 of the day. The team looks now put on a defensive stand. The steal there. Moving it quickly. Smiley driving in. Doesn't get it. And it's going to go the other way. He's not liking that call. He was looking for a potential trip to the line for himself, but that's not going to end in favor of number 20. So the inbound goes to South Shore, and as expected, a full court press continues. Klein trying to get away from Smiley. Just a lot of pressure here. Smiley providing plenty of inning. Tops it off with a steal. Moving into the attack. Malia looking to try to get away. They're going to call a jump ball call there. Wow, that's in favor of the green and golds. The Vikings get the ball back. 4:36 remaining in this half. 11-point lead. So Malia tried to top off a great defensive performance there by Smiley. Driving quickly. Egan looking to try to get a basket. Right-handed finish won't go. Rebound to the Cougars. Malia wants his basket back. He's driving, passes to the corner, and they're calling a charge against Malia. Try to get down the court quickly. And he gets called for the charge.
If foul trouble is another conversation we'll have to keep having here. We've seen, obviously, Max Finney step out of the game for foul trouble now. Luke Amelia coming out. Obviously, something to keep an eye on.
Driving in. And one of the blocks, Smiley couldn't get there. And the foul call, and Klein will get to the line. So using his fast pace, dribbling and offense. Gets him to the line for the first time today. As he looks to eliminate the double point lead that is provided by the hosting Cougars. Oh, first free throw. Not gonna fall, hits the left side of the backboard. 4:19 still to play in this quarter. As Klein looks to hit the double-digit mark. Second free throw won't roll. And it gets off the hands of McDonald and will go for the Cougars. So an inbound pass to Smiley will get this one started. Not the greatest trip to the line for Klein. He'll want that back. Smiley working around, corner pass. Trying to find LaFountain. Back to Smiley. LaFountain for three. Doesn't take it, gets the pump fake. Cross-court pass. Trying to work it around and across the arc. LaFountain's three's up. Doesn't get the roll, the double rim. Back and forth. Rolls that one out. For number 10. Up the court moving is Carini. Has Smiley guarding. The inside pass to McDonald. Can work at the post. Klein for three. Basket won't go. And that one is off the hands. So VocTech staying here. Possession will be South Shore. Klein looking for the inbound. Egan trying to get away from the guards of the Cougars. But it will be a stop and an attack started by VocTech. Looking for some help in the corner, working around the arc. OC looking to create additional offense for their well-provided defense today. Smiley passes it, the mid-range jumper. Hits the back of the rim, but stays with the Cougars. Trying to get the foul called. They're not going to get the call. There's the fountain. Starting will be Klein. Around, finds Carini. Carini driving in, tries to get it off the glass. Won't go, rebound Cougars. Fast pace. And they're gonna call a travel. Wow, there'll be a little bit of a disagreement by Dacey saying that he had his foot planted, but then the stripes say otherwise. So the inbound to South Shore. Klein trying to get away from Smiley. Driving in, right-handed float. That one won't roll. Smiley will get the rebound. Oh, they call it out. He had his foot on the line for an attempt to get possession back for the home side. Would not be in his favor. So McDonald looking for a corner. Attempt for the three. Won't go. And a quick pass from Klein. Corner pass. Working now, trying to get some work inside the paint. Driving. Tries to get it off the glass and good.
Tough basket there.
Hard working basket, 22 for the Cougars with 2 minutes in trailing remaining. That one's going to be called for a travel, but Smiley was there to provide a block. Rather, number 15 for the Cougars.
Final 2 minutes of the half. This is where you got to look for Old Colony to make a run and shut that down if you're South Shore. They love to do that at the end of the half, at the end of the quarter, go on a run and finish strong. This is where you have to limit that if you are the South Shore Vikings.
So looking to work inside. Pump fake and another roll for the big 23. He has worked the paint in these last couple of minutes. Strong as any player on the side needs to be. Klein trying to work away. That one is going to be a travel. Klein says he disagrees. And another great defensive stand-up play by Smiley. Inbound getting started alongside Smiley. Stacy passing it to the corner to LaFountain. Back to Dacey. LaFountain. A couple more passes between those two. Work on the inside. Look for the inside pass. Basket won't go for the Cougars. Rebound by McDonald. South Shore with a minute left. Looking to hit double digits. Rating from structure will be Klein trying to get the pass there. Almost stolen. Taken away by the Cougars, number 10, LaFountain. Under a minute left, the inbound. Inbound to Egan. It's a pass to Carini. Falls off his pick. Passes it now to Hawkins. Passing it back to Carini. And the shot goes. So it's into the double points, the 11-point mark. Reached by Cabrini and the traveling Vikings. Ball movement work. Passing the inside, the right-handed finish off the glass is good. Dacey. 20 seconds left in the half. South Shore looking to provide the last left of this quarter. Trying to pull that one off the glass, doesn't go. Trying to keep it, stays with the Vikings. Fouled, won't get the roll. Attempting to keep that in play was OC, but South Shore gets the leftovers and now has a trip to the line.
Yeah, the save by Old Colony there actually helped out the Vikings as they were able to pick up the loose ball off the save and get the free throw opportunity. These are huge free throws here at the end of the half. You want to stay in this game for South Shore, looking to hopefully make both and then make the first.
The first one going for Carini. As he looks on, Talia 2 for 2 trip to the line. The second one rolls out, trying to get one more basket here. The corner pass, pump fake, works around. Tries to get it, and that won't go. So the end of the first half, close it comes to as the Cougars lead 26-12 against South Shore and the traveling Vikings. David, it has been an entertaining first half of defensive stand-up, a couple of threes, and some hard-fought battles in the paint.
Yes, it has, Eli. It's been a good one to watch so far. I don't think any of us thought that South Shore stood a chance today coming in with that record against a strong, undefeated Old Colony Cougar team. However, this has been a really great matchup. It's been really beautiful to watch the 2-3 zone that South Shore has been using to disrupt the Cougars on defense, obviously forcing a lot of turnovers, forcing a lot of frustration on the defensive end. And while, yes, you're down 14, I don't think your problem is defense. Holding this team to under 30 points in the half is a major accomplishment. I think South Shore really has to get it going on offense, get into their sets, and slow it down. I think a lot of the time they're getting out of that full court press, and they're rushing into these drives, and they're, you know, getting the height of Old Colony used against them. I think they really have to slow it down, get into their set, and make the right play moving forward in the second half. It's going to be tough to overcome a 14-point deficit with the defense that we know Old Colony can play, but continuing to play that strong 2-3 zone, it's going to give you a chance if you can start to score.
Right. Fine, beautifully by David Montero. Eli Medeiros will be back for second half action at the Cougars cage here at Old Conley as they host the South Shore Vikings, leading 26-12. Second half action starting for Old Conley. The first basket attempt, no good, and a rebound to the Vikings as Klein will start this one off for the first time of the half for South Shore. They're saying it's the time violation in his own court, in the back court. So not the start that they want to begin this game.
Yeah, it's a mistake you can't have happen. You know, there's always going to be turnovers, but an 8-second violation is inexcusable.
Passing the inside to Malia. His left-handed shot won't go. South Shore gets the rebound. Another big stop to quarter. First quarter started the same. Numerous defensive stops, so looking to repeat that. And now a high pass. Tries to keep it in. Will be Egan, but turnover by the Vikings. Starting it off will be Dacey. Pass to the inside to Malia. Gets swatted away. Klein looking around. Loses the ball for a moment. Gets it back. A three-point shot by Kareem. Will not go, but back to South Shore in the hook shot by Egan.
I like the play there by the Vikings, getting the ball out to the wide open right wing for a three, and as we see a turnover there, that's the kind of basketball you want to see in the second half from the Vikings if they have a chance of coming back.
Klein looking to drive. Tries an underhand pass. That one's stolen. Working up the court. Looking to find the inside pass. The right-hand finish won't go. Malia does get the rebound. And they're going to call it out. Foul on the floor. Coach from South Shore arguing there was a travel prior to the call. The call is on the floor. So no attempts at the line will be for Malia. But he will start the inbound. To the corner to Finney. To Dacey. Back to Finney. Dacey again. Finney interrupts the pass, but the work across the arc continues. Finney pass to the corner to Malia. The corner shot goes. And it's Malia with the left-hand finish from three. The big basket. And a foul. On the way to the basket was Carini. So a big three-point finish by Malia. Returning on the other side will be a trip to the line for Carini.
I'll tell you what, the 2-3 defense is very impressive, the way they've been able to frustrate the Cougar offense, but one thing that's equally as beautiful on the offensive end for the Cougars is the way they're moving the ball around, getting around that zone, finding the open guy, and even though it might take 10 to 15 passes per possession, they're finding the right play, and that's why they're leading in this one. They're finding the open guy, and they're making the right play on every possession.
So the second basket to fall. Carini had another trip to the line. converts on that one. 29-15, 5:35 remaining in the third quarter. Trying to get a good poke there by Egan, starting a fast break, looking to finish, swatted off the backboard by the Cougars, but stolen back by McDonald. The back and forth continues in the high pass, looking for Egan. Doesn't cooperate.
What a sequence there.
And it was a sequence nonetheless. So
it was a sequence, that's right.
Yes. Something I don't think either coach drew up, but it's part of the game. The Cougars are looking to still taking points. Almost getting a travel there. Finney's mid-range fade goes, and 31 points by the Cougars has been accomplished. Under 5 minutes in the third. Greeny driving again, look for another trip to the line. Another unfortunate non-conversion on the and one, but he will get to the line. He's converted majority of his attempts. He's looking to continue that to try to spark some offense for the Vikings.
Yeah, you certainly want to start with making your free throws. Obviously a low-scoring game. Offense has been struggling. Get to the line, get the easy ones, as first one is missed there by the Vikings. But continuing to get to the line is going to help the Vikings maybe get back in this one, cut into this lead a little bit.
Capitalizes on point, 16. Looks like coach was looking to try to get a substitution in. Officiating group trying to figure out exactly to conduct it, but OC remains with that. Driving in, and a trip to the line for the Cougars. So looking to get some post play. Sends Cougars their trip to the free throw line in the third. First attempt will go. Clean as you like. We'll look to mimic that to put this to a 33-16 lead. And it's good. The Cougars, 4:41 remaining in this third, look to stretch that lead. Egan, full court press on number 14. Egan looking around, driving in, look for the right-handed finish, and he'll get it. So trying to work and formulate offense here as the Cougars passing the inside of Finney. Quick 1-2 pass, and an unbelievable destruction by the Cougars. Klein trying to drive on the right-hand finish, won't go. Rebound was going to the Cougars, and he's getting called for a reach there.
Both teams starting to find a little bit of offensive rhythm that we did not see in the first half here.
So the inbound, attempting to get minute 4 started. Corner. 3 won't go, but rebound to the Cougars. And that one's gonna bring 23 back to the line. Saw his previous 2 free throws. Someone, for a big man, don't want to send to the line. We'll see if he mimics. And that might be commentator's curse right there. After he.
Unfortunately for the Cougars, it may have been.
That's why we try to keep those to ourselves, and he misses both. That one I'll take the blame for. Inside pass. Working across the arc into the inside, Finney. Triple teamed, still getting away with it. Now working back across the arc. Trying to drive. But travel calls. Big defensive stop by Hawkins to get South Shore possession back. Green with the inbound, slipping out of the hands of Egan. And that full court press continues. And the pressure surely has amounted to many turnovers this afternoon.
It certainly is tough to beat that full court press, but South Shore's got to do a better job of staying composed and having plays ready to defeat the full court press and not letting it get to them like it has so far.
So Dacey following his pump fake in his attempt to go baseline with a layup. Gets called for a travel, and South Shore gets it back. As Egan tries to get away from double pressure, stolen away by the Cougars. 1-2, pass is good, and Dacey is good for his layup. Quick again, Dacey trying to rip that one. They're calling a quick jump ball there, and it stays with South Shore. So that full court press is not only off the inbound, but even through the possession, double teams, you name it, has been provided here by OC. So McDonald trying to move this one up the court. Passes it backwards to Carini. Carini looking to drive, tries to get the left-handed finish, is swatted away. And the Cougars look to capitalize. Working across, Finney gets one in the air. They're gonna drive the corner pass, 1-2. Across the arc again, Finney for three, and it's good! And Mad Max has got his three. Driving is McDonald. He gets away from a potential block. McDonald answers back. The lead has stretched to 20 points with 2:30 left in this third quarter. Coach calling a timeout. What does South Shore have to set up here to get
It's funny, I
started?
think we talked at the half about the offense needing to improve in the second half for South Shore. Obviously, they've done that. They've nearly doubled their first half points, and we still have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. So obviously, South Shore's done a good job doing that, but they have not continued their defensive excellence. They've had 14 points already in this third quarter. They've allowed the Cougars to expand the lead to 20 now as we approach the fourth quarter. It's tough when you're going against a good team like this. Old Colony has it all: the defense, the outside scoring, the inside scoring rebound, and they have the height. They got to slow them down and continue to keep scoring. It's got to be everything all at once, not one or the other.
So the defensive battle, that continues. As much as the score sheet on the attacking side has not been in much favor for South Shore. Proud 40 stop against an 8-0 Cougar side. Nothing to be shy of. Working inside, Finney. Looking for another basket down, swatted away. It'll stay with OC. Turning to that quick inside-outside passing. Lost concern. Attempted inbound. Oop. Not good to go. Carini driving in on the left-handed finish, and it's good. Point 22 at the hands of number 1-2. That's Carini. Under 2 minutes in the third. Slowing down the pace is Dacey. Trying to look for his option inside. Works his way back to Dacey. Shot for three, no good by the Cougars. McDonald with the rebound. Carini marching up the court. Off the attempted pick. Egan trying to drive, gets stuffed, but Carini tries the same, gets poked. Max Finney's driving in. Working around. Ends up back in the hands of Finney. Loses the ball to Klein, but recovered beautifully by the Cougars, and a three goes. And teed up on the call as well. So, at the end of that play, both sides are laughing. One for the basket, and the other laughing for the sake of a tee-up call, bringing South Shore's McDonald to the line. the emotions on display. So McDonald's first free throw is good. And the second goes cleanly. So 43-24.
Free throws there.
Very clean free throw, so that's provided entertainment despite what the lead has shown. It has been a hard-fought battle by both sides. So the inbound starting with Klein to Carini. Setting up his offense is Carini as McDonald comes out. Now driving in, a float, just short, but it does stay with South Shore. Carini trying to get away from pressure, finds Klein. Klein trying to get away from Dacey. Dacey staying close and defending. Losing the ball and another travel there. Dacey forcing that.
Emotions getting the best of South Shore there.
So they argue, Klein and coach, saying that it was swatted away. But another travel call. Both sides have been culprits of tonight. Working to the inside. Now it's gonna be on the floor, so Aaliyah was looking to create a play there with Finney. But it does put Aaliyah to the line. So Aaliyah looking to push this back to the 20-point lead. First free throw, no good. Second is good, so 25 seconds remain in the quarter. Carini and the Vikings offense looking to sprout something in these final seconds. Klein trying to get away, ends in the hands of Carini, tries to get it, gets the ball in, gets the and one. Well, the basket's good, he's been trying all night to finish those layups and floaters that has brought him to the line numerous times. Hasn't been able to capitalize, but gets a capitalization there.
Great shot there from South Shore. We saw a couple of those three-point opportunities in the first half, another one here. You know, they've done a good job of figuring out their offense and putting some points on the board this second half.
Go. So,
Colony does have one more chance, though.
10 seconds by the time they get to half court. Max Finney looking around, looks to Dacey, onto the inside, passes it to Finney for three. Long off the backboard, won't go. And now to close out the third quarter, Cougars leading South Shore 44-27. So it has been a stretch of the margin of victory today with the 44-27. But look at the plus side. If you are South Shore, you've held them to 44 for an 8-0 team. What do you take with that going into this final quarter?
I think South Shore's done a great job on the defensive end. I think they've really answered the bell at halftime. Like I said, putting up a lot more points, more than doubling their first half output on the offensive end. And I think there's a lot that you can take away positively from this game. A great team you're playing, undefeated, probably going to go to 9-0. You know, we'll see how the fourth quarter plays out, but this is a top team in their conference, and they've played pretty well against them. They've shut them down on the defensive end at times, and obviously there's a lot you can look to improve on in your next few games, but still, you can look at the way they hustled, the way they played good defense, the way they fought through adversity. All positive things South Shore can take away from this one today.
So, OC looking to try to jump to that 9-0 record. South Shore looking to upset that in these final 8 minutes to pick up their second victory on the season. It won't be easy. Starting off will be the Cougars. Finney the inside, passes it. And the roll won't go for the Cougars. Rebound. Finney trying to get the steal. A reset play for South Shore. Full court press. Man-to-man. Football-like coverage. And Finney gets the ball back, but he will be fouled. And he's taking his trip. He thought was to the line. There'll be an inbound. Malia looks for Finney. And inside, the three. It's good. And the snipe from outside by Malia. Another corner three by number 1. Carini looking to generate offense, loses a little bit of his possession there, gets it back, gets fouled. And he'll look to take another trip to the line. Will be confirmed. So he has been their lead as their navigator here. Try to get some points. He's had himself a handful of trips to the line where he's capitalized numerous times. Capitalize again on his first shot.
Cutting that lead to under 20. Good first step in the right direction for South Shore. Another free throw coming.
Second one won't go. Rebound to the Cougars. Dacey looking to start this final 7 minutes. Working across. Pump fake there. Inside to Max. Finney. Malia gets the pass, looking for an attempt, but Carini will have the ball. Driving in. Loses the ball there. Looking to try to get call the jump ball, and it will be to South Shore. So Carini hustling to get that one back.
Aggressive play by South Shore, start to finish. They are making it tough on the Cougars on the defensive end.
The inbound by Klein. A bit of a slip, keeps his pivot foot there. A spin move by Carini. Won't get the left-handed finish. Stacey moves this one up the court. Finney looking to drive in. The mid-range jumper is good. Finney gets .49.
That's a soft shot there by Max Finney. What makes him so difficult to guard is he has the height of a forward, but he plays like a guard, inside out, and a nice double clutch mid-range jumper.
The Vikings going to create offense, trying to drive there. It's Klein. That's going to be called on Klein. So inbound for the Cougars. So it looks like he has his 5 out there, but says he doesn't make the sub. A little miscommunication between refs and coaching. Pass, the three-pointer won't go. Dacey looking around. Finney. Back outside to Dacey. Dacey to Finney. His attempt for 3. And it'll go. The 50-point mark achieved by the Cougars. Carini trying to look to put an answer of his own. Drops it, but the rebound stays with Carini. He gets swatted away, but stays with the Vikings. Carini trying again. McDonald for 3, and it's good. The Vikings calling a timeout there. So a big 3. Maybe not too much to cut the lead, unfortunately, for the Vikings, but definitely a little bit of a morale booster to try to cut this lead as minimal of a stab as it feels at this point.
5 minutes to go, yeah, it's not looking good for South Shore. Good news is they did just get their first three-pointer of the game. It's always a good sign, even late in a game like this where things haven't gone your way. Still finding those positive marks, still trying to find things. It seems like South Shore hasn't really been too happy with some of the officiating here tonight and not agreeing with a lot of the calls, but at the end of the day, Old Colony is a strong team, a team that's looking to go deep into the playoffs this year, win a back-to-back conference title. It's never easy to upset a team like that, so we'll see how South Shore can keep fighting the final minutes of this one.
Score seeing the Cougars up 52-31 in this final quarter. What appears to be the 9th win on the season for the Cougars. But war is not over in this game, 5 minutes left. Vikings will look to change that narrative. Starting play for the Cougars is Dacey. Ball moving. Cougars facilitate this ball around all 5. And the three's up. Hits the front rim, won't go. Rebound to South Shore. Looking to start some offense. For the green and gold. Gets away from Aaliyah. Pump fakes a pass and gets the left-handed finish, and it's good. So a big finish there. And a couple of the Old Colony Cougars to bite. Inside pass to Maxey. Beautiful sight and a beautiful basket to close that play out. Another big basket. Karini needs a pass, gets it off. Looking at Hawkins, mid-range jumper. Won't go, doesn't hit the rim. Maxey, rather Finney moving in. And it's good, the and one falls. The pass from Finney, the basket by Malia, and a trip to the line. So a lot of good defensive side of the Cougars today, but the quick passing on offense has been something the Vikings have been trying to answer and nullify as much as they can.
As well as it was South Shore finding their rhythm offensively, I would say that the Cougars certainly were able to find their rhythm offensively as well in the second half, doubling what they were able to do in the first half, and we still have a lot of time left in this fourth quarter. Certainly, the Cougars can score at will, and they've finally got that rhythm going in this second half.
Pass to the inside, McDonald, his first 2 shots won't go, and a rebound for OC. Old Colony. Now on offense, working around Dacey. Pass to the inside, 3-point, up and good for number 15. 1-5 gets his second triple on the day. So it's a 60-point reach by Green and Gold.
South Shore continuing to play good defense, but just better offense by the Cougars. We know about that offense and what they can do. Nice shot there for the Vikings, but when you're shooting like the Cougars can do and you get hot, it's tough to stop, and the South Shore Vikings are having a hard time stopping that right now.
South Shore getting a big basket by McDonald. Finney was looking to answer back with a shot of his own. Doesn't get it, but they will get the ball back. Travel called on South Shore. Inbound to start this final 2:50. As the Cougars look to try to stretch this lead to 30, the 25-point stretch margin. Nothing to reach. Quick passes. Dacey fakes the 3. That left side of the court. Trying to drive in, the pass outside of Dacey. And they work around, mid-range jumper. spin, rolls away with a rebound, and the basket by Finney. Captain continues the battle on the inside. He gets a big basket there. So at the line will be Finney. And it won't go. South Shore getting the rebound. Marini looking to start some offense as the 2-minute mark approaches. Quick pass. Remaining on the outside of the arc. McDonald trying to spin away. The fake shot hits the rim, won't go, and the Cougars get the rebound. Moving up quickly, but the pace slowing down. Cougars are working around quick passes. Double team. Inside pass. Gets his own rebound and gets fouled. So good eyes by the Cougars. Some quick passing, helping create some plays late in this game. Sends Finney back to the line.
Yeah, Finney can be a monster on the glass, and he's done that on both ends tonight. Obviously, plenty of offensive rebounds to go around as he makes the first free throw. But that's what he's known for. He can do that all night long, just offensive board after offensive board, putback after putback. He can drive the defense crazy.
And the free throw goes. He'll check out for will most likely be his last of the day. He had himself some work on the inside and outside. South Shore looking to put some points of their own up. 3 points up, won't go. Rebound by the Cougars as they look to try to get on the attack. Slowing down the pace will be Dacey. The Cougars just hold possession in this final minute. Shot clock under 20 seconds. Working on the inside. Losing possession. Again, check down this game is the Cougars provide a bench. Looks to close out this final minute. 7 on the shot clock. Working across the arc. Shot has to go up. Won't go. Had to put a shot there. Final 42 in this game. McDonald starting this one down the court. Outside. Trying to create some offense. Driving in to the outside pass. The triple won't go for McDonald. Final 20 seconds. This game will close out. Cougars will run out this clock. And that will be it as the Cougars jump to 9-0 with a 64-35 victory against South Shore Vikings. It was a tough matchup.
You ready?
Started with very low scoring and a defensive war. Took its toll to the end. The Cougars get the edge, almost reaching that 30-point mark. 29-point win. What a closeout by the Cougars.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, first half and even into the second half, we were impressed by the defense of South Shore, impressed by how they were able to respond offensively, but this was Old Colony's night tonight. Like you said, a 29-point margin of victory. They jumped to 9-0 on the young season. Future is bright for this team. They are looking to make a long run into the postseason. Max Finney came alive in the second half. did what he's known for, inside, outside scoring, rebounding, doing it all. Great job today by the Cougars, and we'll see how long they can ride this win streak.
So that will close it out. Thank you for joining us. This is LakeCAM TV coverage. The Old Conley Cougars winning 64-35 against the South Shore Vikings. We'll see you next time.